With fall around the corner, temperatures are going to get colder, and with that, there are several things I do recommend to take care of your home. With fall coming, we're entering the rainy season in certain parts of the country, and one thing I do recommend is checking the gutters. You want to make sure they're clear, there's no debris in them, because if there's any type of backup, you could potentially start seeing water coming through the roof and going through your ceiling, and that can become an expensive fix. Now that we're entering fall, this means winter is not too far behind, and something I do suggest, check your HVAC system. Change the filter if you need to, have it serviced. You want to make sure it's running fine right now so that before it starts getting really cold, you're not caught in a freezing house. And also, if you change the filter, you're ensuring that the airflow isn't blocked so that your system isn't working harder to maintain the temperature. The system works harder, it'll more than likely wear out sooner, and then that becomes an expensive bill for you. Also, I do need to apologize. I've been rude. Haven't introduced myself. My name is Will Bowers. I'm a licensed real estate agent with Allison James Estates and Homes. I work in Northern Virginia, but this information I'm giving works just about anywhere in the United States. Florida, New York, North Dakota, Wyoming, Michigan, Hawaii. You get the idea. Temperatures are changing, and these are things that can help you. Now, this is one people don't think about when it comes to the fall. Your outdoor furniture. This might be a good time to bring it in. And the reason I say this is that depending on how cold it gets, it could actually do some damage. Material becomes brittle, it breaks down, and I hate to see your furniture wear out faster than you expected. Another thing I do recommend, if you're bringing your furniture inside, clean it off. You don't want to bring that dust. You don't want to bring that pollen inside. You want to have it nice and clean. And it's also one less thing you have to clean, or it's very easy to clean when it's time to put it back out next year. Now that the temperatures are going to start getting lower, you're going to be thinking of ways to keep the house warm. And one thing I recommend, check the chimney. Now, obviously, check for any type of debris. You want to make sure there's nothing blocking it. You don't want smoke being pushed back into the house. You want to have good airflow. But the other thing you want to check is check around the chimney. Make sure there's no leaks. You don't want moisture. You don't want water building up into the roof. And if that starts happening, that can become an expensive repair. Another thing I do recommend for everybody during the fall is check the windows. Check around the seals, check around the frames. Make sure there's no moisture and no air seeping in. Now that it's starting to get colder, you don't want the heating bill to go up. But the other thing I do recommend too is clean the windows. Sounds really silly, but if the windows are clear, more sunlight can come in. And if more sunlight's getting into the house, it's keeping the home warmer, and you're not going to be using as much to heat the house. Now that it's fall, this means winter is not far behind in a few months. So something I recommend, check your driveway, check your walkways, and check your patios and your decks. And the reason I recommend this, look for cracks, look for damage, look for something that winter could make worse. If it's something that needs to be taken care of, now is a good time to do it before it gets too cold, or something that you can keep an eye on when the spring comes. Other thing I do recommend, clear it of any debris, especially if the rainy season's coming. You don't want to make any type of tripping or sliding hazards, and also it helps keep it looking nice during the fall. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but now that it's getting colder, it's a good time to go through your closets. We're going to start breaking out clothing that you wouldn't be wearing in July or August. So go through your closet. You see stuff that you're never going to wear because trends have changed, or in my case, I gained weight. It's a good time to donate or get rid. Make some extra room. It's the same thing if you're putting stuff away that you're not going to wear until next year. Go through it and just donate or throw away what you're never going to use again. Now, this is something I've heard multiple times from people. You have people that tell me that now that fall's around the corner, they won't have to do anything to the yard. It's not necessarily true. You might have patches of dead grass you need to take care of. You still got to take care of the weeds. fall's not a bad time to fertilize plants, put mulch in the bed, but also, depending where you're at, you might have a bunch of leaves you need to take care of. Again, you don't want to create slipping hazards. You don't want to have it clogging gutters. Fall is a time you do need to take care of the yard. Now, I don't know about you, but now that fall is coming, I'm going to find myself spending more time inside. And with that being said, that's a good time to start dusting. I know people think of it just doing it in the springtime, but dust accumulates year round, and this is a good time to get rid of any dust, maybe some pollen that snuck in. If you have allergies, dusting helps reduce the allergens in the air, keeps the air quality good. And to be honest with you, who likes being in a dusty house? I don't. Now that fall's around the corner, this means it's going to start getting darker outside sooner, which means we're going to be using the lights more often. So with that being said, this is actually a good time to go through the light fixtures. Clean them, replace any bulbs that are out, maybe replace fixtures that need to be updated or they're just in need of being replaced. Or if you're thinking of adding new light fixtures inside or outside, this is a good time to do it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like in the comment section. Please tell me what you want me to do the next video on. I'm always looking for ideas and suggestions. And please subscribe. I know, shameless self-promotion, but it does help my fragile ego. Anyways, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.